With all the holes we've made in the timeline, it was bound to split. 2 to 3 or 2 to a west, just know we'll never quit. 23 full years of questing to base for deaths, but that's a given. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2007. Welcome back to February 19th, 2007. This is not even the right guy in here. My goodness. Where can we find a Menophyte by themselves? Because they don't let you pickpocket when they're right next to each other. Should be able to accomplish this somewhere. You far enough away? Can I knock you out? No. Another Menophyte, we'll see. We'll make this work, one way or another. There you go. Pickpocket, pickpocket. 97 thieving. That is quite the level. Later on, gorged ancient effigies. Hand pickpocketing Ruinous workers. 2 levels to go. Next level, 1.1 million XP. So we had 1 million, now we have 1.1 million, and then even more for the last level. Yeah, 2 levels to go here. That's pretty good. Making at least some progress here. Drop all these, put these back on, drop that. We just keep on getting more blackjacks from the blackjack seller. It's like 600 coins, which is pretty easily done. We just got another 451,000 here. Bringing our total cash stack up to 3.8 million. So that's pretty good. Going to need much more money than we're going to end up getting from the rest of thieving. We have to figure out additional money-making methods. We will see how that goes in the future. We have other things we need to worry about first, though. Like updates. On March 1st, 2007, behind the scenes. Music, monks, temple trekking, cave goblins, and some stuff below Varrock. A variety of things in this month. And we get right to it on March 6th, 2007, with the rewritten music player. Previously, all sounds in the game relied on your sound card and whatever types of instruments and such were on the sound card. But now, it's actually built into the game. They'll make it so the sounds will sound the same for everybody and be more compatible with more operating systems. Just in general, having a unified kind of idea here. When changing to these new specific instruments that are going to be the ones that they're using, we went through and touched up all nearly 500 songs. So everything is going to be updated. Also, in the music department and sounds, the login page now has a music toggle button. So you're not constantly getting blasted with the login music if you don't want to be. But you can be. It's a good time. Also, equipping and unequipping items now have sounds too. And I think we might get some sounds going. In the news post for the sound update, it specifically states, if you've been putting off listening to the music for one reason or another, now's the time to turn it on and enjoy the ambient delights. Unfortunately, it's going to be slightly different due to updates later to the music and a whole system with music genres. So instead of only playing the same song in a specific area, it would play like all the desert songs randomly, or all the Lumbridge songs, stuff like that. Many areas will still have their own distinct music, it's going to be a little bit all over the place. There's also different music options. We'll see what we can get going here. Unmute. I've also set this up to hopefully just work in a non-annoying way for me. If I want to mute and unmute, if I'm watching other stuff. So hopefully this works well. Might change some settings. Depends how it's going. Also, voiceover was not a thing yet. And various sound effects, ambient sounds, all this was in one sound toggle or something. Sounds now exist, kinda. It does reset the music for the area here. So we turn shuffle on, back off. It'll give us a desert song here. That's the theory, at least. It's going a little bit. Some songs are louder than others. And just because of the way we have the audio recording set up here. We'll see how it feels. We'll see. Anyways, that is not the only update for today. We also get the next quest. Scrolling down, it is the Great Brain Robbery. Not a train robbery, a brain robbery. Requires creature effect constraint, cabin fever, recipe for disaster, freeing pirate Pete, and the ability to enter Mauritania, which is vestigial here, because it requires cabin fever and creature effect constraint, so obviously that's also required. Does make them awkward things when they added the ability to just get into Mauritania. Just slapped on anything in there, I suppose. That's fine. Also, 50 prayer, which is a pretty high requirement, all things considered. 16 crafting, 30 construction. Not too bad. And a variety of items. A fishbowl helmet and diving apparatus, which is why we got freeing Pirate Pete here. We need to go make a fishbowl, head to Port Khazard and get the diving apparatus. 38 plus nails. So we're gonna get a lot, because bending might be happening. 18 planks, 10 pieces of fur. So that in of itself is an entire inventory worth of things. So we can't grab everything all at the same time here. A holy symbol, which we can make, and the activated Ring of Karos, which we just need to go and pickpocket back from that constraint. We're gonna get most of the things we need here. Just not all of the planks and fur, for the most part. Besides that, we should be able to get this moving. And then we head to Mos the Heartless. Sure takes a few teleports to get all of the things together. We got 14 of the planks that we're gonna need out of 18 total. What looks like a huge number of steel nails, but actually we make 5 times as many as we're supposed to, so it's only the correct amount. And I did not pick up the Ring of Karos. We need to pick that up. We're back over there. We got most of the things. We can at least start here. Talking to Brother Tranquility here in Mos the Harmless. Anna, excuse me. Yes, can I help you? I'm looking for a bold and true adventurer to help me with a little problem. Well, you found one. Say, you don't look much like a pirate. Just be in here. Doesn't look like a pirate. In fact, you look a little ill. A little more than ill, in fact. Shh. That's all part of the problem, and we can't talk here. This is starting to sound a little bit dodgy, and I do appreciate I'm in a hive of scum and villainy as I say this. Is there any part of your problem you can tell me? Well, all I can say is that I am from a small, cloistered order of monks from a tiny island nearby, and that we have a problem with undead pirates. Well, I can see a bit of a resemblance. What was that? Nothing. Well, as I was saying, our island has come under attack from undead pirates. The Great Brain Robbery. Except. Undead pirates? Why didn't you say earlier? Let me at them. Oh, you'll help? Wonderful. Now I'll just transport us to the island. No hitting, no hitting. Are you alright, my child? Sorry. I just get this thumping pain in the back of my head whenever I think about traveling to an island full of undead pirates. I have no idea why. That is odd. Have you considered seeing a doctor? No, but I might well do soon if it keeps up. Anyway, I'll just use the teleport spell I created. Let's go. Alright, and away we go. You can teleport to a whole bunch of zombie pirates. Zombies, back away from those monks now. Wait, we are monks. What? Seriously? Zombie monks? Honestly, they're with us, and they aren't zombies. Sort of, at any rate. It's true, we need your help. Will you at least listen to us? Okay. The first one of you that lunges for my brain will be strung up and beaten until they're dead, or very, very sorry. Oh, but of course, I understand that this is very confusing. We're a cloistered order of Cerdominist monks. We use this island's relative isolation to translate and illuminate books. We even have a treaty with the pirates. They leave us alone, we provide the occasional blessing they might need. This morning, however, we were awakened by the sound of a ship running aground, and as we readied ourselves to venture out to look for survivors, zombie pirates poured into the monastery. Were they particularly drunken looking? Not that we could tell. They seemed to be being given orders by a twisted little zombie called Migor and his cadre of sorebones. Some of us, like myself, were dragged away. I remember a terrible pain, and then woke up in this body, with Migor nearby, gloating about having enhanced a zombie with a non-rotting brain. I laid low, pretending to still be unconscious, and after a while made my move, freeing the others that had been enhanced. We fought our way to the granary, and have barred the doors. We've stored our now brainless bodies downstairs, in case we can be put back to normal. And what have they done as a result? It looked like they were going to storm the doors, but then Migor called them off. Called them off? Any idea why? No, none whatsoever. Now that you know our plight, will you help us? Of course. Saradomin be praised. There's a secret tunnel into the monastery under the statue in the garden. If you get inside, you can find out what they're planning, and we can counter it. Okay. This is Harmony Island. Not a huge amount going on here, besides zombie pirates all over the place. There's a puffin, a allotment patch. Not the most convenient. That's okay. There's the boat that they crashed. There is the monastery, all barred up. So we need to take the secret hidden path underneath the statue here. Pull it back, and hope none of the zombies notice that we revealed the hole beneath the statue. Climb down into a hole. The tunnel is flooded. You'll need to bring your diving gear to go further. We've brought our diving gear to go further. We dive. this is an underwater section. And running was actually not added to underwater just yet. But that's okay. More pirates. We're strong enough they're not aggressive. That's convenient. As we're trying to repair the stairs at the end here. So we can get back out of this flooded tunnel. This uses up some of these nails and 4 of the planks. We picked up all these planks over in Port Khazard at the spawns there. It's just convenient and on the way. It'll work out. Now we're up in the other side of the tunnel here. With another lantern, or this secret way here. We can see what's going on inside the monastery. We got sore bones all over the place. And a peephole, which shall peer through. We look through the peephole in the wall into the main body of the monastery, and over here, the following conversation. I have received a summons to attend to the captain, and so will be down below for a while. The voice can't help but make you shudder. Sounds like the speaker is trying to talk through a throat filled with mud. How is the gas production progressing? It be progressing well. What is it? I can smell your lie, whelp. No, 'tis just that we need more ingredients for enough to blanket the island. If you'd just let us storm the granary, you'd be able to take them monks out real easy like. Why, that thing of yours could hammer the wall down. Silence. I will not be questioned by underlings. If you or the others do not consider yourselves capable of carrying out Rabbit Jack's orders, then perhaps you need to spend some time in the box. Rabbit Jack, that name again. Peer back through the peephole. Please no, not the box. The sleeping gas will be ready as planned, Surgeon General. Those mobs will be taking a nap for a week when they get a whiff of it, and experiments will not stand a chance. Excellent. The gas will leave the brain intact for the next stage. And this time there will be no rebellion amongst the subjects. Rabbit Jack will have his crew of enhanced zombies, and I will have as many test subjects as I can vivisect. Sleeping gas? I have to tell the monks about this right now. I only hope I have time. Retreat! Problem found. Back through the water. We also can't really fight things underwater without an underwater weapon. That's also been changed. Not that there's really underwater weapons in. I guess you can fight, they just don't have the special... Never mind. It all works. We just have no reason to fight zombie pirates in an underwater tunnel. Well, that's okay. Okay. Back to the monks. Right over here. Brother Tranquility. How's it going? So have you found anything out about the pirates' plans? The pirates are planning on using some sort of sleeping gas to knock you all out. When everyone is unconscious, they're going to come in and take you away for brain swaps. Fiendish. They have to prepare a defense against this threat. I recall something that might well help. Is it some sort of potion to counteract the poison? No, you see, the gas will work on us faster than a normal poison, and a potion would take too long to diffuse through the stomach. No, what I'm thinking of is a prayer written centuries ago by one of the abbots at Edgeville Monastery. He developed a prayer to Saradomin for deliverance from pestilences, plagues, and other assorted ills. As he was going deep into the wilderness, where the fumes and brimstone would have choked him if he was not protected. How come I've never heard of this prayer? Well, the abbot was slain by a group of raiders. Apparently his faith was little protection against their repeated sword blows. Ouch. Anyway, the book of prayers he wrote was stored in the Edgeville Monastery, So we need to go there and retrieve it. And quickly. Here, I'll take you straight back to Mos the Harmless. That's not actually going to get me to Edgeville Monastery any quicker, but thanks. If I could use a bank, I could maybe go over there and grab something to help me to get to Edgeville Monastery. Not the case, though. I'm gonna go over this way. House jingle. Love it. Anyways. To get to Edgeville Monastery, we're gonna go to, surprisingly, Edgeville. And then we're just going to scoot along the edge of the wilderness here, / go into the wilderness to go around. The wall's still here, something. Walls! Changing slightly, pretty soon here. Into the monastery. We just need to find a book. A book is in a bookcase, unsurprisingly. Just gonna search there. Search the books. Find a book about the wilderness. Not the right one. Wilderness Manual. I wonder if this even says the correct things anymore, with all the changes to the wilderness. Turn off PvP, and you're good to go. The Prayer Book. Prayer of Deliverance from Poisons. Being the full and proper prayer against morbidities of the flesh, caused by venoms and potions of both a natural and potions of natural and mystical origin. Take upon your blessed symbol Ceridomin, cast in silver, hang it about thy neck, where all may see it and thus know of your devotion. Pray in a loud, clear voice to Ceridomin for relief from that which ails you. Appropriate calls for aid should be accompanied by a sacrifice of prayer energy, with deadlier venoms requiring a greater sacrifice. Should the supplicant lack piety, they will not be cured. Should they possess a measure of piety equal or even greater than that which assails them, the poison will be reduced or even cured, while a like amount of prayer energy will be taken to do this. Be wary, should the supplicant only partially remove the venom through the application of prayer, their body must still bear the brunt of its wickedness. Also, the rest of the book seems to have been vandalized, charred, and slightly bled upon. Just needed to have protect from melee there. That would have done him better. Yeah. Holy symbol. Check. Pray with the book. There we go. Picked up the ecto file in order to get back here more easily. A lot better than going to the house and running from Canifis or anything. Saves us some time here. So I'm okay with that. Through here. And back to Mos the Harmless. To go back to Harmony Island. To protect everyone from the oncoming poison gas. Unless it's already been released. That'd be a problem. It's probably fine. Bill Teach. Helping us get over here more. And cross the gangplank. Back to Brother Tranquility. And do you have the book? Yes, I have the book here. We took the book from the shelf. Did you say the words? Words? What words? The words of power that would prevent... Wait a moment, I forgot to tell you them, didn't I? Yes, there were no words. What were they supposed to prevent? Oh dear, in all the excitement, I completely forgot about them. I do hope that we can fix things before the locusts arrive. Silly me, all this excitement, and likely that crude brain operation, made me totally forget. I'm sure that it'll all work out somehow. Locusts? Oh, don't worry, it'll only be a little swarm. Now, back to business. So, have you read the book? Yes, I have read the prayer and I know how to perform it. Great. Do you have everything you'll need? Yes, I have the book and the holy symbol I need. Excellent. Back to Harmony. So, teleport. Works well. Quickly, the pirates have released the gas. Use the prayer. The other brothers will help make it powerful enough to cover the whole of the granary. Recite prayer. Prayer book. The smell of gas vanishes, and the granary has been warded against the knockout effect. Very good. And we used to use the other monk's prayer power instead of ours for that. So that's nice. Okay. One problem dealt with. Well done. The power of Ceridoma will keep the poison from affecting anyone within these walls. So, what now? Want me to go kill the zombies? Well, fun as that would be, I was wondering if you could help us get our brains back into the right bodies. You know, that was what I was going to suggest next. So, what do you want me to do? Scrub up and grab a pair of pliers or something? No. Just no. While I trust your skills in all other areas, I can state without fear of contradiction when I say that you are not a brain surgeon. Fair enough. No, what we want you to do is bring Dr. Fenkenstrain to us to do the operation. That evil, demented, eye-rollingly insane butcher, what could you want with him and his twisted, brain-transplanting, cutting-edge medical practices? Yeah. In addition to wanting him to come here and help us, we also would like to let the poor soul atone for his sins and for his attempts to meddle in domains in which man was never meant to pry. Basically, I think when you tell him we have a werewolf-free place for him here on the island, I'm sure he'll agree to come. Well, I can't say I agree with this, but I do appreciate that he's likely the only person that knows his way around the inside of someone's skull. You have my word that he will not be able to continue his depraved experiments here on this island, but will instead be molded into a useful and faithful follower of Ceridoman. Tell him that he's welcome here in exchange for his help. Let me take you back to Mosla Harmless? Not fine. We got a faster way to go over to Fenkenstrain. Why don't we just go to the house, go to Canifus, or we could go to the Ectofuntus. Saves a teleport step. That's probably worth it. Still very much enjoying the always full ectophile, so we don't accidentally run off with an empty ectophile. That was a whole thing. Some onions and herbs here. Pick those for some farming XP at some point. More farming XP would be good. It's another thought. We need a lot more levels and a lot more things. Although we are doing pretty good in quite a few skills here for at least some time. At any rate, we need to get up this way. Here is Lord Rolligarth. Not who we need to talk to here. We need to go up into the tower, talk to Fenkenstrain, and also steal the ring back, since we're here. Just a convenient time to get that done. All works out. All works out. So many doors and ladders and everything. Pickpocket. Fenkenstrain. Ring of Heroes activated. Get that going. And talk to them. Are they here yet? I can hear them howling. For all the things you've done, I'd like to pour barbecue sauce on your head and pitch you out that window. Instead, I've come to offer you a way out of this castle. Anything. I'll do anything to escape the wolves. Would you perform multiple brain surgeries on a number of zombie monks? What? I think you heard me. A number of monks on an island off the coast of Mosla Harmless have had their brains placed in zombie pirate bodies, and vice versa. And they want you to switch them back. I see. And how long have you been hearing these monks talking to you? Hands up, everyone who's being hunted by a pack of ravenous killer werewolves. Oh, why, that would be you, Doctor. All right, whatever you say. I mean, you have to admit that this is a little unlikely a scenario. Oh yes, I'm sure the man that stitches corpses together for a living would be a good judge of rationality. Did you come here to ask me something or just insult me? And my medical practice was my living. The corpse thing was just a hobby. Yes, I came here to tell you a group of monks need your services. They're willing to shelter you from the werewolves if you'll use your medical skills to help them. Sounds like an offer I'd be really mad to refuse. I accept, but you'll have to get me past those werewolves. Well, you've lived here long enough. Is there some way I can smuggle you past? Their sense of smell is quite acute, so no disguise would work. I have a slight reaction to teleporting. Wait, Rufus might be able to help. How do you mean? Well, he occasionally delivers meat to clients if they're too far away to come and get it themselves. If I were inside a crate of meat, he'd be unable to smell me, and you would be able to get me past. Okay, that seems sensible. I'll be right back. Rufus, over in Canifis. We are going to teleport to the house and teleport to Canifis. Just because we can. It's a good time. Canifis portal. Definitely Karil, but ancient magic gets the job done. Rufus, how's it going? Talk about a meat shipment. Hey, Rufus. Heard you do deliveries of meat. Could you send a crate of supplies to Moss the Harmless for me? Well, it'd be a bit of a way to go, but for you, I write up a shipping order. What do you need to send? Some meat? Well, I didn't think you wanted to send shoes, friend. It's a meat shop. What I mean is, what kind of meat do you want to send? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll provide the meat myself. It's a treat for some werewolves down there, you see. I hadn't heard about any packs of run with the pirates. Still, I trust you. Look, I appreciate your wanting to catch the meat yourself. I mean, that's the sort of wolf I am too. But there is one thing. I'd gladly give you a crate for the meat, but I'll have to inspect it before you send it over. I don't want my name associated with anything less than 100% fresh, you understand? Oh sure, that's entirely reasonable. Great. Here's the parts for the crate. Sorry, but seem to be out of nails. So, can I get a hint at what you are sending? Rabbits? Ducks? Sheep? Oh, I'm sure I'll be able to find some good meat from somewhere. Wait, you are sending it live, right? I mean, it is going to take a while to get there, so I'm not going to ship it unless it's at least a little alive. What? I mean, what do you mean only a little alive? Of course, a good werewolf like me will be sending the food live. Of course, of course. So what can I expect to see when I inspect this shipment of yours? You know, something special. It's cats, isn't it? Cats? Oh, don't worry, you sly dog. I'll not tell anyone. Tell you what, I'll get the shipping order for a crate of cats written up right now. You just provide the meat. But no buts, friend. You get going. I know how tricky those things are to grab. Here, when you need me to inspect the meat, give this a blow and we'll get those tasty kitties of yours shipped off lickety-split. Okay. Well, this is an awkward situation. Well, at least I got him to agree to ship the crate for me. Suppose in the meantime, I'll set the crate up in Constraint's tower, where he can get to it. All I have to do now is get a load of cats from somewhere. Inspiration comes. Keep up, cat. Click whirl. Nothing left here, with a clockwork cat. Of course, I'll make some fake cats from wood and fur. With a little help from the Ring of Heroes, he'll never know the difference. It's just crazy enough to work. Crazy enough to work, indeed. We need some inventory space. You can now craft wooden cats in the workshop of a player-owned house. Note, this need not be your own house. Actually, does need to be our own house. Ironman and all that. That's okay. So yeah, we got the ability to make wooden cats now. So that's something. Exactly how we decided on that, when we only saw a clockwork cat, is a different question. Mostly because using clockwork cats would have been wildly too high of a level, being 85 crafting. So, a wooden cat is more doable. But all these doors again. Grumble, grumble. if we still need the Ring of Karos on us. Either way, we need to set some stuff up here. We could put the Cape of Legends on our cape rack. That would give us an inventory space. That would help. Build the crate. Using the crate parts, some more blanks, and more nails. This will be the last time we need nails. We'll be able to drop those after this. I don't think we need the prayer stuff either. Get rid of that. Or maybe not. We'll see how many spaces we have available. Hammer it. There you go. Add a bottom to the crate. False bottom. We're going to be hiding Fin Constraint in there. Using up even more nails. My goodness. This never stops. Okay. We need to fill this with fake cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count the nails. And so with that, we should be able to start this. In order to make the wooden cats, we need some kinds of fur. We can just grab some bear fur from the Argwin market. Should work easily enough. As long as he has some in stock, I guess. We're gonna need 10 in total. Worst case scenario, we can always just go and kill some bears. That's not bad either. Fur trader. Yeah, there we go. Bear fur. Bears, cats, pretty much the same thing. This is 6 of them. Back to the house. Over to the crafting table. And make some wooden cats. Wooden cat. 6 of them. So we make all of these. Get a tiny bit of crafting XP. Go pick up more planks. And get more bear fur. And get these back to Fin Constraint. Bunch of cats in the inventory. We could go and get all of the cats that we've shooed away. That's alright. Fill with cats. Looks perfect. Fill the crate with fake cats. Amazing. Well, you certainly seem to know what you're doing when it comes to rounding up cats. You must get a lot of practice. Urge to kill rising? Well, regardless, everything seems to be ready for you to call Rufus. Blow your whistle and I'll get in the crate while we wait. Let's see. Blow wolf whistle. That's later. Take off your diving helmet before you try to blow the whistle. Semantics. Okay, Doctor, time to get in the crate. Let's hope this works. Okay. There he is. Well, friend, I take it you have... Rufus pauses and looks around in shock. What are you doing here, of all places? Don't you smell that weedy human Fin Constraint? Well, yeah, but this was the only place I could think of to store the cats. Well, I know I wouldn't want anyone to find out. I had a habit like yours, but still. I take it this is the crate. That it is? You know, they look very still. They must be pining. Pining. Yes, pining. Seems reasonable. Is that why they aren't making any noise? Meow. See, they made a noise. You know, this... I think there might be nothing wrong whatsoever. Nothing wrong whatsoever. Meow? I think the meowing point has been more than made. Here is the shipping order. Just paste it to send that crate on its way. Although I'd prefer if you took your cat habit elsewhere in the future. You understand, right? I don't, but I promise you this is the last time I do this. That's good. You should really kick the habit before it gets too late. See you later, friend. Yeah, Rufus, see you around. Goodbye. Just pops away. Has he gone? Yes, he's gone. I like the part where he asks you to keep your cat habit to yourself. Bear in mind, I can still post you to Canifis if I choose. Now let's get this over with. A successful. Whatever we just did here. Shipping order. On the crate. Pop. It teleported, but didn't he say he was allergic? Oh dear. I do hope the doctor's reaction's not too violent. Come back on. Drop this hammer. And get back over to Muscle Harness. Via Port Fast Mass, of course. It's not too far of a run from Vent Constraints, but we still have the active file with us. Might as well use it. Woo 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 indeed. Come guess. Woo 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 indeed. Ghosts. Okay. Running. Back across the docks. Take a ship. Teleport there, teleport here. All sorts of stuff. The Adventurous, the name of this boat. Good times. Good times. Okay. Here's the crate. How's it going, Brother Tranquility? The doctor was delivered safely, but it seems like a bunch of pirates have stolen your cats. Dang. Would you like me to take you to Harmony? Yes, please. Away we go. Can't believe the pirates stole all our stuff. Sad times. Okay. Well, the doctor is downstairs waiting for you. I think he said he needed some things before he could begin. Can I take you back to Muscle Harmless? No. I'm gonna go downstairs and talk to the doctor. Kind of down here. On the same level as the secret passage. We have monks with zombie brains. Wow, without a brain, these monks seem a lot less holy all of a sudden. I guess no zombie brains, just nothing. Wow. Hey, Dr. Finkenstrain, how's it going? You teleported me twice. I was entirely unaware of at least one of those teleports. I told you I react badly to teleportation. Well, on the plus side, there's plenty of water to clean my clothing with afterwards. Too much information. Mind reeling. Aside from that, I seem to have arrived at one piece. I apologize for not believing you earlier. Brother Tranquility has told me the full story, and I'm prepared to help. However, I'm going to need a few things. Okay, what do you need? I will need a cranial clamp, a pair of brain tongs, 3 bell jars, and at least 30 skull staples. Oh, and a hammer. I dropped the hammer. Brain tongs, skull staples. Where do you suggest I get these things? Unusual implements are us? Well, the zombies holed up in the main monastery must have had at least a set of the items. Otherwise, how did they perform the operation in the first place? Oh, fair point. I'll pop back through that secret passage and ambush them. That won't work. Apparently they've sealed off the passage. The monks heard some explosions and saw the zombies moving something off the ship. It seems they found the passage as they did a little interior rearranging. Well then, it looks like I'll go through the front door. Huh. Well, if you can walk through wood, they sealed it with planks. Okay, that does it. I'll... Wait a moment. That ship has cannons, right? I believe so. Now storm on board, grab some gunpowder, and blow those doors off their hinges. That sounds pretty dangerous. Oh, this is nothing. A whole day's work for me. See you later, Doctor. Whatever party they're planning in there, I have to go pick up my invitation. Okay, the question is if he's going to need that hammer. I used the hammer for the smithing portion. Out here in the poison fog, we're okay because we're wearing the fishbowl diving apparatus. It's like swimming in poisoned air instead of water. So everything's fine. Everything's great. On to their ship. Some barrels. Some zombie pirates. Got a locker back there. What we're looking for. Tinderbox. And powder keg. Still going to need fuse. It's gonna be over there. More zombie pirates. Nice little boat they got here. Except it's now completely crashed here. Awesome. Open the locker. Search it. Some fuse. Remarkably good shape. Let's see it. And now we're just going to blast our way in. Powder keg. On the door. Boop. You wedge the barrel of gunpowder between a pair of boards. Looks like it'll do the most damage there. You get some fuse and attach it to the barrel so you can blow the doors safely. That was, in fact, the plan. Fuse on here. Apply it back a little ways. Attach the fuse to the barrel and lay it a short ways away from the door. Tinderbox on the fuse. And we just watch the explosion. Door. Very broken. Safely blow the doors clean off. Even the wall a little bit. What a mess. Get inside here. You can't open these doors any further without destroying the front of the building. However, you can walk through the hole quite easily. How convenient. Hey, sword bones. Just need to kill these guys. Pick up their various drops. Like a cranial clamp. And all the other things. We need to wait for each individual kill. Just so they drop the next thing. There's some brain tongs. Question is if they drop a hammer. Here is the bell jars. They don't have a lot of health, do they? We've got 30 skull staples. Not gonna worry about the rest of their drop table here. Doesn't matter. Drop a hammer. Too easy. Okay. Guess we're gonna go get a hammer. And then, back to the basement. Easy enough. Dr. Frankenstein. I have a cranial clamp for you, Doctor. Excellent. This will come in handy. I have a hammer for you, Doctor. Very nice. Although a sterilized one would be better. I have some brain tongs for you, Doctor. Wonderful. They even have easy grip handles, too. I have some bell jars for you, Doctor. It's exactly this style of jar that I need. Thank you. I have some skull staples for you, Doctor. Size 3 staples. Interesting. Well, that's all the items I'll need to get this situation fixed up. So, we can begin immediately? Well, that's right. Could you please keep notes of what I do for posterity? Certainly. That I'll be keeping an eye on you to make sure nothing untoward happens to those brains. Well, that's your prerogative. Let us get the operation started. I'll begin by using the kitten with a ball. Look how fun it's having. The previous scene was replaced with a picture of a kitten and some soothing music. We now return you to the adventure in progress. I don't want my eyes anymore! Ah, you have no stomach for science. I think I'm gonna be sick. Well, if you are, do it in a bucket. This is a sterile environment after all. But it fell on the floor. Only a little. The sawdust scraped right off with that cheese grater. Now why not follow them upstairs while I clean up? I'm sure as soon as their headaches fade, they'll want to talk to you. Just fell on the floor, scrape off the cheese grater. Truly, another traumatic incident. We have fun here. Ow. How's the brain? Hurts. I guessed. Look, I'm going to head out and kill this Igor Joker, where he can get his crew together and sail away. You going to be okay? Yeah, wow, spinny room. But wait, I have a bad feeling about this. Those pirates must have moved something large into the secret room to block it. And Igor mentioned he had a bodyguard. You should be prepared for a fierce battle. Have words with the others. They'll bless you before you leave. You want me to take you back to the island? Not right now, thanks. Get some blessings. That sounds fun. But first we're gonna go get prepared. We can always get the ring of Karos back if we need it from Frankenstein downstairs. Tinderbox. We'll just fill up with food here. It might be a good idea to get actual like potions and stuff. I'm gonna just try with sharks first. Should be fine. On inventory, mostly full of sharks. This isn't enough, we could get rid of some other things. Walk from Canifis for an ectophile. Buy the lunar staff back later. But this probably be enough. See if we can get some blessings he was talking about. Oh, would you like to receive a blessing? Yes, please. Blessing. We got power of serum restores our body. We're fine. I don't want to lose my brain. You won't trust me. It's probably gonna be fine. I knew I should have been a bricklayer. They are contemplating their life's choices here. Okay. We still need the fishbowl and diving apparatus because there's still the poison fog, which does make this boss fight a little more awkward. Missing armor pieces. It's a bigger deal when armor actually defended you at all. Anyways. Pass the door. And we're in for the fight. Confront Migor. There he is. I will peel you like a grape for your interference. That's pretty big talk for someone who can't even breathe properly. Filthy little insect. Wretched little vermin. I see how witty you feel after my barrel-chested bodyguard has beaten you to paste. I don't care how muscular your bodyguard is. I'll still defeat them. Not what you meant. Well, what is that? That is my bodyguard, the barrel chest. I was going to test his capabilities by letting him wipe out the monks. I believe a little warm-up is in order first. Barrel chest, order. Annihilate that man. Now I'll take my leave. Oh boy. Walking in melee distance. Constantly turns off your prayer, which is annoying. I'm gonna keep turning it back on though. There has been a few changes to this fight over the years. Previously there was pews in here, and then that allowed you to safe spot him. That was removed in 2009. And then with Evolution of Combat, the stats were nerfed heavily. And they were rebuffed in 2016. And then buffed a little bit more in 2024. It also drains defense, which that's okay, I guess. Huge loss. Our accuracy is abysmal, which also doesn't help anything. Keeps striking us with the force to make us stop praying, but not enough to actually matter. And a bit of prayer draining, too. The barrel chest has dropped its anchor. If you can get this fixed, you make a formidable weapon. Take. Barrel chest anchor. Yoink. Look at that. How fun. Man. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let us get out of here. The confrontation went Migor escaped. Zombie pirate problems. We sure got some. Anyways. Well, you don't have to worry about Migor anymore. I defeated his creation, and he seems to have slipped away. Yes, one of the brothers observed him, and he was soreboat and slipping into the water. Shortly after, there was a loud bang from inside the building. It's a pity he escaped, but Saradomin's justice will find him in the end. One thing does strike me as odd. You mentioned the name Rabid Jack, which I have heard in connection to zombie pirates before. Can you tell me who that is? I cannot, but I do recall hearing it before. One of the pirates on the island said it while in the grip of a terrible fever. The others quieted him down and refused to answer any questions about him. I have no doubt that they know who it is, but I get the feeling they will not tell you. I'm sure I might be able to get them to say if I persuade them. Still, that's a job for another time. After all that work, I think I might take a bit of a rest. Certainly. Saradomin blesses you for your valiant efforts. Here is a lamp blessed by Saradomin. If you pray over it, it will grant you wisdom. And there's some insect sounds. Did you hear that? Hear what? Insects. Oh, that sounds like a little like locusts. Time to be off, I think. We might be cursed. That's fine. Quest complete. Blessed Lamp for 5,000 XP in any skill above level 30, which is all of our skills. 3,000 crafting speed, 2,000 construction speed, 6,000 prayer XP. That's something. Also, the barrel chest anchor, the prayer book, and access to Harmony Island. Nice. No levels from the start XP there. Obviously gonna put this in Herd War as the correct choice. And no level from that either. No one. XP is XP, I suppose. Now we've got the barrel chest anchor here. It's broken. We need a pirate smith to fix it. We can accomplish that back on Muscle Harness. Except we're not going to, because it's too expensive. Instead, we're just going to get a look at what the anchor looks like. Literally, it is an anchor. And it's also got an amazing running animation where you just walk back and forth like that. You're carrying it, and it's very heavy. Highly amusing. In order to get this repaired, we need to bring it over to Smith here. Pirate Smith. Repairs it with, well, whatever he has. Anchor making stuff, I guess. And 230,000 coins. Which, honestly, not too bad. The anchor itself is a pretty solid weapon. Requires 60 attack and 40 strength. So it's, for essential combat purposes, a level 62 weapon. So technically, it's slightly stronger and slightly more accurate than the Dragon Halberd. And also cheaper, even when you account for the alch prices. It's like 130-ish for buying and then alching the Dragon Halberd, and like 90-something for buying and then alching the anchor. I should check to make sure we actually can alch this. Probably can. What it doesn't have, though, is halberd range. So if we're doing anything where we can get the opponent stuck, and that's a helpful thing to do. The halberd still has benefits. Depends what we're fighting, I suppose. Also has a special attack, which is stronger than normal attack in terms of damage, and also lowers the opponent's defense, which is nice. The stats of the anchor, how strong its strength bonus is, and maybe even like the speed and the special attack, it's changed multiple times. So it goes between being pretty solid as an actual weapon for the time, and then not as good, and then better. Should be in all of the news posts coming up here. It's changed quite a few times at the start, and then after that it's pretty much fine. Anyways, if we get into a situation later when we have to get rid of the Dragon Halberd, and we are before when we can get our next much, much, much better melee weapon easily, we might come back and get an anchor. Could be a fun time. They're also the same speed, so that's not a thing to consider. Anyways, that is some piratey shenanigans complete. Now, we said we were going to go take a break. That's not so true. We need to get 1.1 million thieving XP. We're getting close to the thieving being done. That's going to be next time. But we'll worry about that next time. Goodbye.